Hello guys, welcome back to the channel Banknifty only. So sorry I could not post the analysis for a weekly expiry. I was not well. So let us do the post market analysis on the chart itself. So one thing to remember from learning point of view is that see we have seen a good bullish movement at the end of the day, previous day, okay, and the next day we saw a huge gap up almost around we can say 300 points, market open gap up. And if you remember, since the start of the week, this level 36,200 level was a resistance, good resistance level. And as the week progressed ahead towards a weekly expiry, it was becoming more stronger and the zone was also increasing, if you remember or if you take a look at my previous post. So in this case, how to take the trade or what things you should consider, especially on expiry. I'm not talking about the other day on expiry. See, on the expiry, always remember that bears would always try to take the market down. Okay, so what happened here? Market opened almost 300 points up. Okay, so then what was the probability or what was the chances that market would still go up? Remember, this is the one point. Second point, nowadays the market is moving between the range almost 500 to max 700 points in a day, or we can say the total movement, if we see, it's on an average around 500 points. So if market had opened 300 points above, then what are the possibilities for the market to go ahead 300 points? This was the second point to consider. Now we already had a resistance, and as I always say, do not jump into the trade as soon as the market open. Let it show its move and then take the trade. So this is based on 15 minutes time frame, whatever post market analysis we are doing. So what we saw, a quick downfall up to this particular level, 36,000 level. Okay, so I had mentioned, or I always mention that such round figure levels become very crucial on expiry day, or what we can say, whenever there is a gap up or gap down opening. So we saw this was acting as a resistance, and when market opened above, it would act as a support. So market tried to bounce back from this particular level but could not sustain, and it gave a further breakdown. So how to take the trade? Initially, this could be a trap, we can say, and we can see a huge gap. Okay, so at this particular level, when 36,000 level was taken out, there was more possibility, or 100% sure we can say, that this gap would fill and market would further come down. So at least after breaking of 36,000 level, or at this particular level, you should have taken the trade. You can clearly see after this big candle, we are able to see a shooting star candle. Okay, so you can take the trade based on this particular candle, and we saw further a huge downfall. So even if market opened with a positive sentiment, the whole day market kept on falling, and it has closed around 35,500. So let us see what do we have for tomorrow. I have marked few things. Let us see one by one. So at the bottom we have a strong support at 35,000 level, strong support at 35,200. This is we can say more stronger level 35,000, and this is good enough for strong support. More important point is 35,500 level is a crucial level from market opening point. So it would act as a resistance if market opens gap down. Okay, this would act as a resistance if market open gap down, and it would act as a support if market opens gap up. Next, we have a strong resistance at 35,800, another strongest resistance at 36,000 level. Also, we have the good resistance zone between 36,100 to 200, and we can see the strong resistances between 35,700 to 800. I have marked no trade zone between 35,400 to 35,500. So this is regarding if market opens flat in between this level. So do not enter into the trade if market opens flat in this level. Let it show its move. Let it break either up or down. Then based on the movement, you can enter into the trade. So now let us see how to take the trade based on market opening. If it opens gap up, then let me show you the level. Then you can take the trade. Just take a look at this point or this point. That is 35,550. If this level is crossed, then you can take the trade on buying side, but do not hold for a long, as we have a very strong resistance zone at this particular level. Now these levels I have plotted based on the option chain analysis, option chain data. As we can see, most of the positions are closed and new positions would be opening tomorrow as the market opens. So consider this zone and resistance level. Based on those resistance and zone level, take the trade. So we have a strong resistance zone and we can see a downfall from this particular level or resistance. Okay, and we have a strong level 35,800 as well. So if market opens gap down below this particular level, that is 35,400, then we can see market coming to 35,200 and a bounce back. Most important is if this level is broken, 35,300 level, okay, then we can see a quick downfall to fill up this gap. So this gap was created on 4th of August. Okay, below this, if 35,200 level is broken, market may come down to 35,000 level as well, and from there it can bounce back. Now, most important point, if you see or if you analyze uh, some things in my post, when market was moving up towards 36,000 level, the support level, you can see in my previous post that support level was moving 100 points up and up and up. So from at this particular level or at this particular zone, you can see that 35,700 to 800 was a strong support zone. Okay, up to this level, up to this date, we can say 17th of August, it was a strong support zone where we saw a bounce back, and even we saw a downfall. Market recovered, but uh, since the expiry, what we can see or what is our usual support and resistance funda, if the support is broken, then it would act as a resistance. So this is why now you can see this level has become a strong resistance zone, that is 35,700 to 800, and the bears would still try to push the market further down. Okay, so based on these points, take the trade and always follow the market and take the trade. Do not predict and take the trade. Just see where the market is moving or what it is showing you, and then take the trade. I hope you like my analysis. Please hit the like button and share it with your friends.